Today on Harmon Eats, I would like to review Nature Valley Biscuits Almond Butter. Delicious little snack. Doesn't crumble like the other Nature Valley bars. It's more of like a dessert, very sweet, and kind of really packs a punch. Delicious. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. But that's not why you're here. You're here to learn about radicals and breaking down radicals. So you're going to have to bear with me in, I guess, in haste, trying to get you guys some notes before the whole Corona break. I gave you guys some Chapter 6 notes, and it's kind of... in there, it's kind of needs some more expansion, but I just wanted to give you guys something. So you're going to have to follow along. You're probably going to need a spare sheet just so we can, get some good notes in there. So today we're going to learn about simplifying radicals without a calculator. And this is going to be kind of difficult, but we're going to have to use what we learned the past two lessons on perfect squares and prime factorization to help us out. So if you guys open up to this page, it's simplifying radicals, okay? And we're actually going to look at example number 2 on that page. Example number 2. All right, if you can't find these notes, you can just write it down. Okay, so at the top, it's simplifying. Woo. Radicals, okay? So, we're going to talk about breaking down the square root of 8. And you guys just get to follow along here, okay? So, the square root of 8. So, this is how I do radicals. A lot of teachers do it different ways. I do it through prime factorization. Give me two numbers, Tyler, that go into 8. Very good. 4 and 2. Okay, so we're no longer talking about 8. We're talking about 4 and 2. Why are we talking about 4 and 2? Because 4 times 2 is 8. So that's why we don't talk about 8 anymore. Now, Tyler, can you continue to give me two numbers that go into 4? Very good. 2 and 2. Now, I can't break down 2 any further because that would involve a 1, and that doesn't help me out. So 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. So, now, why did I do this? Well, I'm looking for pairs of numbers with radicals, okay? There's an imaginary 2 out here, so that's why I'm looking for pairs. So I'm looking for 2s, not actual number 2s, but I'm looking for numbers that come in 2s. So here, there's a pair of 2s. I'm going to circle them. I'm going to pull that outside the radical. Okay, so this becomes 2 from there, because I circled the 2s, root 2. And that's in your notes. Now, Josie, can you give me another perfect square, or another number? It can be any number you want. Okay, 75, I like it. Give me two numbers, Audrey, that go into 75. I know it's tough. You can use your calculator for this part. Very good. 5. Any number that ends in 5 or 0, 5 goes into. So 5. So 75 divided by 5. So what I do is I do 75 divided by 5, and that is 15. Now, I'm not going to be talking about 75 anymore. I'm going to be talking about 5 and 15, because 5 times 15 is 75. Now, I can't break down 5 because 5 times 1 is 5. That's the only breakdown. So we come over here and we talk about 15. Emma, can you give me two numbers that go into 15? Very good. 3 and 5. Now, do I have any pairs of numbers? Ooh, simmer down, Eric. Calm down. I know you're excited to learn about this. Yeah, you're right. 5. So I can circle them. Now, remember, you have numbers that go outside the house and inside the house. I call this the house, okay? So the numbers that are circled, all right, comes outside one time. So it's 5. The 5 came out. This guy doesn't have a partner. He stays inside. So it's 5 root 3. Any questions there? All right, so let's turn the page and let's look at the next one, example 3. That's 12. Okay, now they broke this down, and there's many different ways to do it. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 different ways. So one way is 4 times 3. And 4, we know the square root of is 2 from the other day, the other lesson. So I chose 4 and 3 because I already know the square root. I know there's a pair of 2's right there. So we have the house, 2 goes in, 3 goes out. Okay, now this is the Michaela way. Michaela would have chosen 4 and 3. All right? Now, the other way to do it, the Schneider way, because he likes to think outside the box a little differently, he chose 6 and 2. Well, 6 is 3 times 2. Okay, oops, sorry. So, there's your pair of 2's. Notice again, it's 2 root 3. So it doesn't matter what numbers you pick to go into it. You get the same end result. Okay, let's turn the page one more time. It says day 1. I'll show you what that looks like. Day 1. Okay. Day 1, simplifying square roots. Okay, and we're going to do all of these together. All right, well, actually, for the most part. There's some stuff I'm skipping because I want to break it across multiple days for you. So the first one is square root of 50. All right, so Mason, give me 2 numbers to go into 50. Perfect, 5 and 10. Love it. All right, don't worry, Savannah. I know you chose 25 and 2. That's fine. You can break it down the same way. We're going to get the same answer. 10 we can break down to 5 and 2. Notice we have a pair of 5's right here. So 5 comes outside the house, 2 stays inside. So my answer is 5 root 2. Okay, and we can always check our answers by typing in the square root of 50 into our calculator and typing in 5 times the square root of 2. All right, let's break down the square root of 200. Square root of 200. Okay, now I use those perfect squares that we learned about to my advantage here. It's going to help me break things down. Remember, I'm looking for pairs. Okay, so watch how I do this one. 200. 2 times 100. Remember, the key here is I'm looking for pairs. So when I break down 100, I'm looking for a pair of numbers. Okay? It doesn't have to be the smallest pair or the biggest pair. I'm just looking for a pair. So watch how I break down 100. 10 and 10. Now, if I can see those, the sooner the better. So notice I broke down 100 to 10 and 10. I have a pair of 10s. So I can circle it. So 10 goes outside, 2 goes inside. 10 root 2. Okay? $48. Now, 48, I could do 2 times 24, all right, and that's fine. Okay, I could do 3 times 16, that is fine. I could do 4 times 12, that's fine. All of these are good, 6 times 8, whichever one you see. Let's just say we chose 6 times 8. Okay, so I have 6 times 8 is 48. 6 is 3 and 2. 8 is 2 and 4, and 4 is 2 and 2. So I have a bunch of different pairs. I have a pair of 2's right here. I have a pair of 2's right here. And this guy, lone wolf. Okay, oops, sorry, he's in the sun. See, lone wolf. All right, now, I have the house. This 2 comes out. This 2 comes out. and that 3 stays in. Okay, notice for every pair, that number comes out 1 time. So the 2 came out, that 2 came out, and that 3 stayed in. So now 2 times 2 is 4. So my answer is 4 root 3. All right. Now, like I said, if we chose 16 and 3, I probably would have gotten to 4 and 3 a lot quicker. But that's okay. So 128. So if it's even, you don't know what goes into it, I always start with 2. 2 and 64. Give me 2 numbers that go into 64. Ooh. Ethan, good one. 8 and 8. Perfect. Love it. Why do I love 8 and 8? Because it makes my life simple. Notice I have a pair of 8s. So 8 root 2 is my answer. All right. So what I want you guys to do now is I want you to practice on these, okay? On the next page, there's a bunch of practice problems, okay? Notice it says simplifying square roots. What I would like you guys to do is I would like you to work on 1 through 10. All right? Let's see. We've already done a few of them, okay? If you guys have questions, I'm more than happy to go over these in, a Google chat or Google Meet or Google Hangout, whatever they call that. Zoom, they kind of don't want me to use Zoom anymore. They say it keeps getting hacked. I don't know why people would want to hack Zoom and come watch me talk about square roots, but people do. So I just do what I'm told. But again, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to reach out to you. All right? Stay classy.